all went to school together. They called themselves the Dalet class. They were no ordinary group of children. These kids loved to sail. They would take trips all over to places like Mexico, Seal Beach, Disneyland, Legoland, and even Candyland.
Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along.
The Dalet kids were having a great time when, much to their enjoyment, a pod of dolphins came alongside of them to join in the fun. The children spent hours splashing, playing, and riding on the dolphins. It was beginning to get dark, so the dolphins warned the children that it was time to go back to the boat. All the children climbed back on board except for Simon, who stayed in the water because he loved to swim. Lurking in the water was a herd of hungry sharks, because the sharks never sleep. Suddenly, the sharks attacked the dolphins and gobbled them up. Simon grabbed onto the sharks by their tails and pulled as hard as he could so the boat could get away. Once the boat got away, Simon swam safely back to shore because he's such a good swimmer. This is fantastic. The children slept for the night, and in the morning, when they awoke, they continued on their way. All of a sudden, there was a giant earthquake. The boat tipped and rolled on the choppy seas, and once again, they were all flung overboard. Fortunately, they were all wearing life vests. As they bobbed up and down in the waves, the sharks returned and surrounded them with a metal cage. The children tried to think. Then Allie remembered, hey, I know how to talk to sea creatures. She called out to her swordfish friend, Flatter, and her whale friend, Clatter, and the two swam to the rescue. Flatter used his long, pointy beak to pick the lock and set the children free. Clatter swam under the children and raised them up out of the water on his back. As Clatter jumped out of the water, the children looked down to discover that the boat had been gobbled by the shark. Clatter, Flatter, and the Dalet kids swam and swam until they reached a little island in the middle of the sea. The Dalet kids were stranded. What do we do now? Asked Lucy. We have to build a new ship, but we have no materials, said Avery. Just then, a man appeared. Where did you come from? Asked the man. The children told him their story of how they had been attacked by sharks. You're in luck, said the man. My name is Mike. And I think I can help you. I've built boats before, and I'd be happy to help you build a brand new ship. But we don't have any materials. How will we build a boat if we have no wood? Asked Isaac. It's going to be a lot of work. We're going to have to cut down our own trees and do all the work from scratch. Do you think you're up for it? He asked. Yes, responded the Dalet kids. So the Dalet kids chopped down the truffula coconut trees. They chopped down the trees using knives and axes and then cut the insides out. Then Annie said, we need nails and glue, said Allie. Hammers, said Amelie. They started to work and build the boat to set sail because they all wanted to go home because they missed their moms and dads. They all got to their mommies and daddies when it was nighttime, so the end of this story is happy. The end. Thank you guys. What an awesome story.